The surrounding page content makes the meaning of the text very, very clear. The phrase, what the doorway effect reveals about your brain, refers to a well documented psychological phenomenon described in the video on the page. The explanation centers on your brain organizing on your brain on how your brain organizes information as you move through physical spaces. What the doorway effect is. The doorway effect describes the moment when you walk into another room and suddenly forget why you went there. This isn't personal. This isn't a personal flaw. It's a predictable brain behavior that researchers have studied for decades. It shows how memory is not just about storing facts, but about linking them to the environment and context in which they were formed. What it reveals about your brain. One, your brain compartmentalized information by location. Your brain uses physical spaces as mental boundaries. When you cross a doorway, it treats that transition as the end of one episode and the beginning of another. This is called an event boundary. The brain marks the shift from one situation to the other. It helps you stay organized, but it also means information tied to the previous room becomes less accessible. For example, remembering you needed scissors in the kitchen is harder once you've learned the living room. Once you've entered the living room, because your brain has filed that intention under the kitchen episode. Moving between rooms triggers a mental reset. The page describes this as your brain resetting when you enter a new space. It's an efficiency strategy. Your brain clears working memory to prepare for new tasks in the new environment. This reset adaptive, it prevents overload by discarding irrelevant details. The downside of that The downside is that your original intention can get pushed out of immediate awareness, leaving you standing in the doorway wondering what you what what you came in for. Distractions amplify the effect. If you're multitasking, stressed, or juggling several thoughts, the doorway effect becomes more pronounced. Your brain is already balancing completing competing demands. The doorway transition acts like a tipping point, causing the fragile memory of your intention to slip away. This explains why the effect is more noticeable during busy days or when your mind is scattered. 4. Strategies to counter it. The page suggests simple hacks to stay focused and avoid these lapses. Pause before moving. Take a second to rehearse your intention. Say it out loud. Verbalizing helps reinforce memory traces. Reduce distractions. Fewer competing thoughts make your intention more resilient. Use cues. Carrying an object or leaving a note can anchor the memory across spaces. The bigger takeaway. The doorway effect reveals that memory is context dependent. Your brain isn't a perfect filing cabinet, it's a dramatic system that consistently recognizes information to help you function efficiently in the moment. Sometimes that efficiency comes at the cost of forgetting why you walked into the kitchen. In neuroscience, this ties into research on episodic memory and event segmentation. The brain naturally divides continuous experience into chunks, and doorways are one of the most obvious physical markers of those boundaries. This phenomenon highlights how cognition is shaped not only by internal processes, but also by the environments we inhabit. In short, the doorway effect is a reminder that forgetting is not failure. It's evidence of how intelligently your brain prioritizes, resets, and adapts to new contexts. Okay, guys, that is B. I'm going to take a few minutes for myself, and then I'll be back on with C shortly. So for now, Gator Wellness, take care, folks.